Hey everyone, welcome to the Rich Girls series. I'm excited to have you on 1 minute, a little bit early. You want to make sure all these systems are A-OK and go, and that you can hear me okay, you can see me okay. So thank you so much for being on. Give me a little feedback, making sure that you guys can hear this as we have gone live on Rich Girl Workshop. Thank you for being on. We've had a lot of these, and I want to tell you that we've posted a bunch of them. In just a couple of minutes, as I get a little feedback from all of you, we'll be able to. Okay, good. Thank you, Megan. Good, good. I want to make sure we're on here. Now, my screen's kind of jittering a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm going to ignore it the best I can, unless you all are telling me that it's doing on your end too. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so Rich Girl Workshop, April 2020, last couple of days of April here, and our topic is all on influence. Okay, so Kara, thank you. She can hear me and she can see me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so no matter if we want to or not, we are all influencing someone, somewhere, somehow. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. I love this subject. So welcome. How are you, my friends? How are you? Did you know that we've got something really cool and new? You can now catch us on the Rich Girl on YouTube. Yes. So you can go there and pick up present or past sessions. Just go to Suzanne Brothers Rich Girl on YouTube. Go to the search, Suzanne Brothers Rich Girl, and you're going to see an entire channel there. Click on, and you'll see them by topic even. So I do go by, in my regular life, I do go by Suzanne Brothers Varley. I've been married to Mike Varley for 21 years. We have a beautiful blended family of 5 young adults and 12 grandchildren with a new baby. Yeah, new baby girl on the way in August. And I'm called, and I love to teach and train on becoming your very best, living a rich life in spirit, living rich in relationships, rich in abundance, rich in daily improvement, rich in the ability to change how we think, therefore change the outcome of our precious. We got one go at this life. Let's make it happen, right? My fulfillment comes from people like you, women helping and supporting each other along the way. And of course, along with a few great men too. I've got to tell you that I am far from perfect. I don't strive to be. I am a recovering perfectionist. I'm recovering from being a controlling mom, a controlling wife, controlling member of my church, recovering controlling business owner, and also recovering from being a controller in that entrepreneurial business that created many millions of dollars worth of income for myself and for my family. I needed to control that. And what does that have to do with our topic today? Well, you will see. My husband and I, let me just tell you a little bit about us. My husband and I, we teach 9 and 10-year-olds the beauty of God's love and how to tap into divine personal revelation. We are excited because what most people call that is like Sunday school teachers. We love it. But let's get started. Okay, let's get started. I want to tell you that I'm taking some of my quotes today from Seizing Your Divine Moment by Erwin McManus. So if you want to look him up, he's great. Okay, here we go. Let's start. Now, I want to go back to the board. Oh, hi, Kay. It's great to have you there. Okay, Megan, what are we saying here? Not here. Okay, tell me more about that. Okay, good to see us. Oh, Bridget, you're on. Jerry, you're on. Becky, okay, great. Happy Monday to you too. Aquila's on. So thank you for your input. I really do appreciate that. It just kind of spurs me on. And even though I see it on the left-hand side of my screen, at least I am feeling your power today. So we are always open to influence much more than we are authority. Influence is the best way to lead and move others towards what is good. The proper and good use of influence, you know what, is essential if we're going to seize our moments. And there's never been a time in our world more where we all need your influence. Okay, now when I say your influence, I really mean that. If that statement brought you a little bit of doubt, please stay with me on this. I do not want to convince you of anything today on this Rich Girl session. Nope. But what I want to do is I want to remind you of what your spirit already knows and what will bring to the forefront of your consciousness. You know, our reputation is who others believe that we are. But you've chosen the path of making a difference, and you've chosen that path to be an influencer. And for most of us, I believe that this is our birthright. You've been endowed with the honor of your spirit that was brought to you in this meridian of time to come to the earth at this chosen moment. Yeah, I think you've been reserved. Now, again, I want to go back to this. Reputation is who others believe you are. However, what I just talked about is legacy. That's also legacy, is what we have contributed. A life that is touched by God is always going to end up in touching other people. So I want you to just do not lose your confidence in the power of your influence. So here's the problem, though, that we have with positional power, which we see everywhere around us. I mean, don't we? It's that while we may control the actions of another human being, or control a company, or control a community or a country, that kind of positional power does not capture a heart. Title, position, and authority, you know what? Yeah, it may hold, but influence travels through relationships. And in the end, influence is really the fountainhead of all power. Now, the essential and the essence of influence is to win the heart and the soul of another person through the strength of your own character and who you be. This is why influence is always more important than authority. You know, authority can shape what a person does, but influence shapes who a person really becomes. Influence is born out of trust. It finds its strength in the connection of heart and soul. We are carriers of character. Through our character, we pass on attitudes. We pass on values and other life-shaping virtues. All of us pass a little bit of ourself on to others. So you better like who you are, because this is your gift to other people, is you. Character is the resource from which influence draws. Relationships, they're the venue through which influence travels. More often than not, God's invitation to us is to seize a divine moment, and it is found in the needs of other people's lives. I hope you got that, because God's invitation for us is to seize a divine moment, and it's found in the needs of other people's lives. You know, oftentimes divine moments, they can really look like inconveniences on the front end, right? But one of the ways that we can miss a divine moment is to treat what we consider kind of a nominal influence as maybe even irrelevant. You must never underestimate the importance of one moment, one word, one deed in the life of another human being. Never underestimate how far God can take the momentum of what you feel is your insignificant influence, because it's never insignificant. I want to tell you a brief story that I've shared with my family a couple of times. After my son's death, Jason's death, the very, very soul of my just yearning was to know that his life was meaningful, and that the desires of my heart, my son's heart, is that he made a real difference in the people's lives that he served. He was a parole officer, a police officer, and he served in Northern California. And one of his two sons called one day, not too long ago, very excited, and he told me the most unusual story. Now remember, I've been praying for confirmation, but I had not received a whole lot this last couple of years. Cole had just gotten home from work and college, and he said that a man was visiting his roommate. And all of a sudden, the man looked over on the bookcase and saw a picture of Jason and pointed to him and said, I know that man. I know that man. He was my parole officer and he helped me so much. He gave me great advice and he followed up on me weekly. He cared. It changed my life. Well, after that happened, Cole could not wait to call me and tell me the whole story. And that confirmation of my son's influence, even in one life, and I know there were many, but in one life, it was just like balm to my soul. It really was. Coincidental? Oh, I think not. For myself or even for my grandson, or even sharing that with you today. You know, nothing matters to God more than relationships. Having a right relationship with God results in having a right relationship with others. The investment and thus the influence in the lives of others is one of the most significant ingredients of a person who sees a divine moment. Today, and really every day, your opportunities are sometimes like windows, but other times they're like corridors. You have to walk through them and keep walking till you get on the other side. But stay with it, my friend. Do not get weary in well-doing. Don't get tired. Don't lay down. So many people, you know, in my many years of working with people, so many people give up just short of their victory just because of their lack of vision and really not knowing how far they have come. The lack of our vision or allowing our thoughts of failure can really trip us up. If you slip in faith in yourself or the path that you are on, just readjust, take a breather, take a breather and get up, but don't give up. Okay, now I want to see how we're doing over here. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Cecily. Oh, Spencer's on. Hi, I love you. My granddaughter. Love her. Hey, Hillary. Great. Thank you. Grant is on there too. Elisa, it's good to have you on. Always. Amy, Pat. Thank you for being on. Love you. My friend Pat is a great influencer and a tremendous friend. And Jeanette is also, my gosh, there's so many people on here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But let's continue on, shall we? Because I absolutely love this subject and I'm so glad to be able to present it to you today. I feel like it's a perfect bookend to what we've been talking about the last couple of months. So one of the tragedies of neglecting a God-given opportunity is that we are never aware of the breadth, the depth of that influence and the outcome that we have missed. Influencers, an influencer like you, cannot do what command can do. It can win the hearts of people. Command can't. You can pay people to do a job, but you can't pay them to change their minds or more accurately, to change their hearts. Our influence is not limited to our present condition. It is expanded by our intended destination when we are committed to the journey. I hope you got that, you guys. When you're committed to the journey, it expands your influence. Yes, it does. Not your present condition. Because you know your present condition is like what we've talked about. It's in that circumstance line. You can change that with merely how you are thinking. So it is expanded by your intentional destination when you're committed to the journey. Influences, it's rooted in character. You and I, who are we? We are becoming. Yes, we're becoming. Influence transfers best and moves more quickly whenever respect and trust are present. Yes, it moves quickly then. What two things? Respect and trust. When the environment is right, influence, goes deep. It goes to the very core of who we are. A significant part of seizing a divine moment is recognizing that God's intention is to use us as vessels for good. Not simply to do good, but to generate good, to lead other people to good. And there may be no greater reward than to experience the life of changing another human being through the investment of your influence. But to have this kind of influence, you guys, my friends, you have to let people come close. Now, I know I'm going to pause, whoop, whoop here for a second. Many of you that are listening here, this is a barrier that some of you've put up, is to not allow people to be close because you've been hurt. You've been really disappointed. You believed in someone who let you down. We have all had that. We're all in that same boat. But you've got to allow yourself and risk bringing people close to you if you're going to influence them. And remember what I said earlier, all of you are influencers. The ultimate end and the most profound result of influence is when a person is really free of any command or any power that you or I have exerted ever upon them. Yet they still reflect the influence of your values and your passion. That's right. That's the true test. This is the challenge that is set before us today, that we not only take initiative, that we not only move with confidence into the reality of uncertainty. Yeah, because it's reality, right? Reality of uncertainty, but we also maximize our sphere of influence as we grow into the depth of our own personal character. And you guys, whether you're 9 years old or you're 99 years old, the depth of your character is still a growing process. You know, Jesus is the greatest example of true influence, reaching into the heart and the soul of a person, changing her from the inside out. Because when God does it, it's a miraculous work of transformation. Miraculous. Yet in the end, it is still rooted in influence. So today, let's win some hearts with your influence. Never underestimate the power of who you are in this world, my beautiful friends. Let's go back and see what you said. Well, Teresa, thank you. It's good to have you on. Oh my gosh, just love you so much too. Oh, Nolan's there. The grandson is here. Good. Hi, Nolan. And Annette. Oh, it's always good to have your family on, right? Always good. Annette, thank you. Thank you so much for commenting. Patty, thank you for being on. Janice, love having you here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to end today with just reminding you that you can access, again, all of these on Suzanne Brothers, Rich Girl on YouTube. There's an entire channel dedicated there. Thank you to my daughter, Kara, for helping us set all of that up. And I want to end today just with a quote, one of my most favorite quotes, actually from Winnie the Pooh. And it may have meaning to you today. I hope it does as we conclude this segment, The Rich Girl on Influence. Okay, here we go. From Winnie the Pooh, quote, I am walking to where I want to go and walking away to where I have been. I love that. You guys, thank you so much for coming on today. I love you. I appreciate you. And I love doing this Rich Girl series with you every day. Please comment like crazy. You know I'm going to comment back to you. Okay, but bye for now. Mwah. Happy Monday to everyone.